Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you a very beautiful attacking game played by Indian chess prodigy Gukesh D, who became international master at the age of 11 years, 9 months and 9 days. His opponent is another Indian international master, Dinesh Sharma. This game was played in round 9 at 2019 Delhi Open. Now, without further ado, let's go for the game and see what happened on the board. Gukesh D opened up with e4 and e6 by Sharma. Black goes for French defense, d4, d5, knight d2. We have the Tarrasch variation, to which Black responded with this waiting bishop e7 move, which is known as the Morozevich variation, popularized by Russian chess grandmaster Alexander Morozevich. And now if you play knight f3, then after knight f6, e5, knight d7, your knight is on f3 and is hindering the advancement of the f-pawn. In our game, after bishop e7, we have e5 and c5. Black is starting to put pressure on d4 square, standard idea in French defense. Knight c6, bishop d3, c takes d4, c takes d4, queen b6, of course not knight takes d4 because of this queen g4 move. That's why we have queen b6, Black is intensifying the pressure, knight f3, knight h6, knight e2. Of course, capturing on h6 won't give white anything because that can allow Black to open up the g file. Later, Black will place his rook on g8, will start putting pressure on white's king side, or also Black can bring his rook on g4 square in order to put pressure on d4. That's why in our game we have knight e2 and f6. This time Black is challenging white's center from the king's side. D takes f6, bishop takes f6, white castles king side, knight f7, knight f4, and we have it knight takes d4. Black won a pawn, but after this move, Black should make precise moves, otherwise can find himself in trouble. We have knight h5 and knight takes f3 check, which is not the best continuation. It was better to proceed with the development. And after knight takes f6 check, g takes f6 and the exchange on d4. Of course, although white has a compensation for the sacrificed pawn and a slight advantage, but of course this continuation could have been better for Black. If we have a look at the position, white has a strong bishop pair and it's a problematic question which side should Black castle. But of course, as I have already mentioned, this could have been better for Black. But in our game, after knight h5, we have knight takes f3 check, queen takes f3, bishop e5, bishop e3, and queen d8. Not the best continuation, a very passive approach. It was better to play d4. If bishop f4, then Black should exchange the bishops on f4 and then play e5. If queen h4, then queen d8. Yes, although in this line Black is giving back the one pawn, but of course this is a better continuation. But in our game, after bishop e3, we have queen d8, and after bishop c5, yes, Black is in trouble. How is Black going to castle? The bishop is on a3, f8 diagonal, not to allow Black king to castle, and yes, already there are so many problems for Black. The Black king, which is stuck in the center of the board, can become an easy target for white pieces. Bishop d7, this time we have rook e1. Now white rooks are coming, rook c1 this time, rook c8, queen g4, white is looking for weaknesses in Black's camp, g6, after which white brought into life a brilliant combination. Yes, everything is ready for the final blow, and now you can pause the video and try to find white's next moves. Ready? In this position, Gukesh D went for a knight sacrifice on g7. Black accepted the sacrifice and captured on g7. But let's have a look. What if king d8? Then after knight takes e6 check, bishop takes e6, queen takes e6, Black is in trouble. If rook e8, queen takes d5 check is coming, yes, it's difficult to save this position. If you cover your king, then after the exchange of queens, the light squared bishop is suddenly joining the attack, and yes, black's position is totally lost. In our game, after knight g7 check, we have bishop takes g7, and this time we have an exchange sacrifice. Rook takes e6. Look at this. With a knight sacrifice, white managed to lure away the dark squared bishop, after which, with this exchange sacrifice, white is destroying the shield which was covering black king. King d8, well, if bishop takes e6, then after queen takes e6, king d8, bishop e7 check is very strong. If queen takes e7, then rook takes c8 checkmate, and if king e8, then this time the light squared bishop is joining the attack, and yes, black's position is lost. Actually, this bishop a3 check looks very beautiful. Look at this pin. If king d8, then queen e7 checkmate. In our game, after rook takes e6 check, we have king d8 and bishop e7 check. King e8. This time we have bishop d6 discover check, king d8, and after winning black queen and then exchanging the rooks on c7 and queen f4 check, finally we have a resignation. If king c8, then rook e7. Yes, black's position is totally lost. That's why, as I've already mentioned, after queen f4 check, black resigned. A beautiful and instructive attack by Gukesh D. With this game, the young Indian chess prodigy demonstrated how to organize an attack against opponent's king, which is stuck in the center of the board. Thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this game. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, press the bell button to get notified about new uploads. I will see you in my next video. Good luck.